Today we are making Patsy's recipe. She has been a loyal follower for as long as I can remember. And she has sent us a recipe for a French raisin pie. So we're going to get this started. Thank you, Patsy, for your recipe. We look forward to tasting this delicious pie that you have every year on the holidays. It starts with a half cup of butter, and I've actually put that in the microwave and just not quite melted it all the way, but that's all right because we're going to mix that up with a half cup of sugar. So it's a half cup of butter with a half cup of sugar, and you just mix that up good. Now you add another cup of sugar. I'm not sure why they want you to do that, but we'll do it like it says to do it. So you put in a cup of sugar with 3 whole eggs. We're going to mix that up. And I'm just doing it by hand with a wire whisk instead of using a mixer because most pies do really well just this way. I don't hardly ever mix up a pie with my mixer. All right, so there's that. So that's a half cup of butter and 1.5 cups of sugar creamed with 3 whole eggs. Now we're going to start adding the larger. Let's go ahead and add my smaller things. We're going to put in a tablespoon of vinegar. And when I get ready to put my raisins and nuts in, I'm just going to fold them in. So we're going to mix everything up really good first with this whisk. And so I'm going to do all my wet ingredients and spices. So then you put in a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And it says a scant of cloves. What is a scant? You know what? Somebody sent me these tiny little, I was going to see if it says a scant. There's a smidgen. They sent me this as a gift. There's a smidgen, a pinch, a dash, and a tad. I would think a scant would be a smidgen. So that's what we're going to use. There you go. These are cute. So a scant of cloves, or a smidgen. It doesn't say to put vanilla in here. Let's do it anyway. You think we should, or leave it like it is?
Nope.
No, we won't change her recipe. All right, so there's our spices in there and the vinegar. And now we can start folding in our fruit.
You just kept saying vinegar.
Okay. Now we did use apple cider vinegar. And this is a pie crust. Now when I do pecan pies or fruit pies, I do typically put the ingredients on the bottom and then pour my liquid over the top. And that way it gets more evenly distributed within the pie shell, I think. So there's the pecans. And now you're gonna, that's a cup of pecans, and now you've got a cup of raisins, and I mixed them half and half, gold and regular. Now I do have a pie that's called a Japanese pie, and it has coconut in it. And this one is quite different because it has the vinegar in it. So I really wanted to try her raisin pie because me and Chris really love the Japanese pie, don't we, Chris?
It's good.
It's delicious.
And Pat must really know what tastes good because she makes like everything that we make.
She makes all of our recipes, and we appreciate you, Pat. You're the sweetest thing. All right, and she's got a big crowd eating, a big family. Now we're going to pour this over the top of our fruit. So Pat, I'm not sure if y'all pour this over your fruit or if you mix everything in, but this is just something I like to do. And it works really good with pecan pie as well. That way you know you got enough fruit or pecans in there. All right, so we have got this pie going in the oven. And we're gonna do a time lapse and you guys can see how pretty it turns out, and I'm excited to try it. All right, so our raisin pie is gonna go on the right-hand side. All right, there's the raisin. It cooked 40 minutes. All right, this is our raisin, and we're gonna let it cool down. It smells really good, and we're gonna let this cool down, and then we will give it a try. All right, we're gonna try this raisin pie. It looks really wet, like it didn't get done. I was thinking it didn't have a lot of flour in it. And Pat, you can tell me if this is how it's supposed to look, because I baked it an extra 10 minutes, really.
It looks like about what a pecan
Right.
pie filling would look like. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot like a pecan pie with raisins. It's really good. And you know, it doesn't have corn syrup in it like a pecan pie. It's really delicious. I'm gonna let Chris taste it now. Man, it's good.
I don't think it's too runny.
Yeah, it's a lot more
Because you
set
got
up
all
on
the
that top
you
part.
got all the chunks and stuff in it and stuff.
It's good, ain't it?
Yeah. It's a lot different
I know, it's
than
a...
a pecan pie.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually am not a big raisin eater, but that's good.
I like it. So this is delicious.
I like it more the more that
I know. And you know what? And I bet once you get up here and you get some of the crust, it's really good. Let me taste it with the crust. Where it's set up more.
Yeah, that topping is sets up really good. It's good. Very good. I knew Pat would know what's good.
I'm really enjoying trying y'all's recipes already. It has been a lot of fun, and we got plenty to go. We'll see you next time on Colored Valley Cooks, where we cook like our viewers, families, holidays. Bye, I love ya.